Hey guys, today is September 3rd. It is a Wednesday, and I'm going to finally make a update. So, in case you haven't noticed, the last time I made an update to my channel was about 11 months ago. That was in, I think, early August. That's when I did the 6-plate video, and since then, you guys haven't heard a peep from me. Well, that's not because I haven't been keeping busy. In fact, these last 8 months have probably been the busiest I've ever been. So just to give you a quick recap, after my 6-plate dip video, I injured my AC joint, and as a result, I tried to kind of preempt the injury, and I took 2 months off. And after that, my school ended, and I went to Europe for a few months. I have a different channel for my travels, but when I was out of the country, I went to I went to France, I went to Spain, I went to Italy, I went to Greece, and then I went more towards Eastern Europe, which was Poland and Hungary. And I kept it off by coming back and spending a few weeks in Washington, D.C. and New York. And when I came back, the place where I was living currently, or previously, the lease was up, and I didn't want to live there anymore. So my girlfriend and I, we moved not too far away, about 10 miles away, and we spent about a month moving. In case you can't tell, we've been here about 2 months, and some of the stuff still hasn't been fully partitioned and organized. And yep, so that's kind of where I've been at. And I'm now trying to get back in the gym. I think with most people, when they work out for a certain amount of time, they kind of burn out, which is what happened to me. So in a way, the AC joint injury is kind of good timing, because I needed the time to go to Europe, and I needed the time to move, and working out would have definitely caused some conflict. So long story short, I am back. I've been working out now for about a month, and of course you guys want to know, how are my lifts, how much do I weigh, what's my body fat, all that stuff. So I'll just get right to it. Before I stopped working out, before the AC injury, I was at the strongest I've ever been in my life. I was benching 365 times 3. I was incline benching 315 times 4. I was squatting 455 times 2. I was deadlifting 495 times 2. I was dipping 270 times 3. I was chinning 180 times 1. And I was overhead shoulder pressing 245 times 2. Now, unfortunately, I did not have the foresight to record those ahead of time, just because I wasn't expecting this AC injury. So I just thought I would get stronger. I was planning on making a video before I left for Europe. Well, obviously, I had stopped working out 2 months prior to that. So now I'm slowly making the journey back to trying to recapture my gains. When I got back in the gym, the first 2 weeks, it was super depressing, because some of the lifts that I used to do were literally more than 100 pounds more than what I'm doing now. But every cloud has a silver lining, and when I put everything down on, I made an Excel kind of outline / workout journal, just to kind of plot my progress and reevaluate how I'm doing currently versus my PRs in the past. And when you put it down on paper, it actually does not look that bad. For example, bench press. Before I was doing 365 times 3. Now I'm doing 305 times 3. Now, granted, 60 pounds is still a significant difference, and I'm not trying to discount the fact that I lost a tremendous amount of strength. But when you put it down on paper, 60 pounds, that's not that bad, right? When you say 305 versus 365. You know, they're both the same amount of repetitions, and it kind of gave me like a newfound inspiration to kind of get back to where I'm at, and more importantly, it becomes kind of like a personal challenge, right? Because I don't know how you guys like to work out. For what reason? Is it for aesthetics? Is it for health? Is it to be as strong as you can? For me, I'm the latter. I try to work out to be as strong as I can, to be, and the person I compete with isn't, you know, my workout partner, isn't someone that you see in the magazines. It's against myself. And I'm still in the prime of my life. I'm 26, and I want to just see how much I can push myself personally, naturally, before I top out. Before, you know, I hit the ceiling that is my genetic potential. And when that time comes, then I'll explore other options. But until that time, I just want to push myself as hard as I can without injuring myself. So sorry for that little, you know, personal philosophy spiel, but I just wanted to kind of throw it out there because I've never really talked about why it is I work out. And something else I kind of wanted to bring up just very briefly is I've been dabbling in these things called nootropics. Nootropics, they can be drugs, like prescribed drugs. For example, like adrafinol, modafinil. Those are non-amphetamine drugs. There's also amphetamine drugs like Ritalin, Adderall. And there's also supplements like paracetam, aniracetam, Celtep. And I've been dabbling in them because I've experienced kind of a brain fog of sorts. For those of you who've experienced it, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's when the back of your head seems like it's in a haze. When you're trying to recall something, you might be able to recall it, but it doesn't seem like you're able to make that recall as swiftly and as precisely as you would be able to maybe when you were younger. And that's been kind of disquieting for me because of my profession. I need accurate recall, I need immediate recall, and I need it without any of the hurdles and jumps that I'm currently experiencing. So I first read about nootropics in a fitness forum, and I won't go into what I'm experimenting with right now, but I suggest you guys look into it and see if it might be something that would be beneficial for you. Okay, I'm sorry, I haven't even told you what nootropics do. So nootropics are usually used as cognitive enhancers. So supposedly they're supposed to be able to increase your concentration, your focus, your energy, your memory recall, and your ability to retain new memories. So they sound like a wonder drug, and of course on paper they sound great, but as with any drug, you really need to look into the side effects and whether or not they're worth it for you. For me, I want to try them out to see if they make a substantial positive difference. And if they do, and they only come with minor side effects, then it is definitely something I am interested in, which is why I am experimenting with myself, just making yourself your own human guinea pig. Okay. So now I'm back in the gym. One thing that I've noticed is I have been feeling that AC injury, especially when I'm doing dips, especially when I'm doing bench. And I'm trying to make my form as tight as possible. And I have gone to the doctor, and they said that, you know, they've taken X-rays. I've went to the physical therapist, and on paper there's absolutely nothing wrong with me. So I'm just trying to take every day slowly. I'm trying to do lots of warm-ups ahead of time, which is something that I did before too. I'm also trying to incorporate some light stretching, some isometric stretching, as well as 200 milligrams of ibuprofen before and after my workouts. But what I'm hoping is the ibuprofen won't just mask the problem. Ibuprofen is an anti-inflammatory, but with my pain, it's not muscular so much as it is a joint pain. But it has been helping. So we'll see where that goes. Was there anything else I wanted to mention? I'm sure there was, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. Oh, I'm sorry. Right, my weight gain, my weight loss, and my body fat. So before I left, when I was at my strongest, I was about 215, 220, depending on how much water I had that day and how much I've ate, and whether or not I used the bathroom. And when I got back, oh, and I'm sorry, I was about 13% in body fat, and when I came back from Europe, I was about 200 pounds, a little bit under 200, so I lost about 15 pounds, but I gained that weight back within about 2 months, but I gained that weight back at a cost. Now I'm about 15% body fat. You can't tell, but there's definitely some extraneous material here that I can afford to lose. And that, again, was kind of a catalyst. It was kind of like the clarion call for me to get back in the gym. Because when you look yourself in the mirror every single day, you don't really see that much of a difference. But when your significant other, when your brother, when your parents, when your friends are be like, hey, did you gain weight? You look like you gained a little bit of a beer belly. That's when I realized, okay, I can't be sitting around on my butt all day. Before, I was kind of an example to them, and now when they tell me I've gained weight, when they tell me that I'm not as healthy as I used to be, it kind of, not only do I feel like I let myself down, I kind of let them down too, because if they see me slacking, that inadvertently gives them the mentality that, hey, if David's slacking, then why can't I be lazy? Why can't I sit on the couch and watch Breaking Bad and eat my ribs and burgers and stuff? So that's, I think, what I wanted to add. Alright guys, I will share with you guys my journey as I climb back to where I was and beyond. And for those of you guys interested, I will be posting the links to my travel videos, which will be a different channel, as well as my experimentation with nootropic supplementation. Alright guys, as always, stay strong, stay fit.